Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well, and hope you're having a smashing and a fantastic Saturday and weekend, wherever you are in the world, and whatever you are planning to get up to today and over the weekend as a whole. What are we going to be talking about on today's show? I'm going to be talking about your latest and greatest Tottenham Hotspur transfer rumours and reports. And the latest rumour coming out and report that's come out this morning and over the last couple of days is that Tottenham Hotspur and Ange are interested in Leicester City attacking midfielder James Maddison. James Maddison to Tottenham Hotspur may be on the price tag Leicester City are asking for is 50 million or more. And look, I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on this. Do I like James Madison and rate him as a player? Yeah, I do. I think James Madison is a very good player. But 50 million for him? I don't think so. I think you could bring in someone such as James Ward-Prowse for something such as 25 to 30 million, who in my opinion is better than James Madison in every department. Genuinely. I think James Madison's a good player, but I do think he is slightly overrated in my opinion. I think he's nowhere near the level of the top players in the Premier League, and James Ward-Prowse is simply a better player. I think Ward-Prowse is a better set piece taker. Maddison's a great one, but Ward-Prowse is one of the best in the world. I think Ward-Prowse puts in more hard yards than Maddison. If you speak to any Leicester fan, they'll say he's got the glamorous free kicking in Maddison, he's got the glamorous goal, but does he really have the work ethic and is willing to put in the hard yards constantly? No, he's not, and you know, the fans who know him best have come out and gone on record to say that. And I think if you're willing to spend that much on an attacking midfielder, pay less for a better one. Pay less for a better one who's better in every department, and that man for me is James Ward-Prowse. Another issue about going in for Maddison, right? If Big Ange wants him, I'll back Big Ange. I'll back Ange Postecoglou on the players he wants. But do I think we get him even if we really went in for him and didn't go in for Ward-Prowse? No, because Newcastle are also interested. And if you're James Maddison, looking at both Spurs and Newcastle, with no affiliation or connection to either club, it's a no-brainer. Would you rather join this club, Newcastle United, who are playing Champions League football next season? They've got a quality manager who's proven himself and completely rebuilded that side. Players who have changed their careers around, great fans. Or would you rather join Tottenham Hotspur, a place where fans are arguing, fans are in distress, it's a shambles of a football club, protests against the owners, players wanting to leave, gambling on the manager, as much as I like Big Ange, who's never managed in the top 5 leagues before? It's a no-brainer for Madison, in my opinion. And for me, would I take him at the club? Yes. But would I really push for him? Would I really go in for him? No. I think you're much better off going in for James Ward-Prowse. 1, because he's a better player in general, in my opinion. And 2, because of the hassle it would take to try and bring Madison in, based on the fact that Newcastle want him and how much more of an attractive prospect they are to us right now for a decent footballer. So look, I'd much prefer to go in for James Ward-Prowse, but comment your thoughts below. Would you like Madison at the football club? Do you rate Madison? Or would you think he's better off going in for Newcastle and we're better off going in for somewhere else? The other player I do want to discuss on today's show, we're going to get banter, you know, if we bring this absolute 50p head in. Harry Maguire. Maguire's being linked with Spurs. Some dodgy sources are coming out and saying this. So nothing yet really from DiMarzio or Fabrizio, who are the ones who you really know if something is going on. So look, I would take it with a pinch of salt based on the sources that are coming out with this information that Spurs are linked with Maguire. But I've heard people go, oh, Ange might be able to turn him around. Look at, you know, what Ange did with Carter Vickers. Maguire will never fit into Ange's system. Maguire is not good enough for the Premier League. Maguire's a shambles of a defender. I don't care how many people think he can be changed around. He's had Ten Hag try and change him around. He's still crap. Rangnick tried to change him around. He's still horrendous, you know. Solskjaer, he was so good at Leicester, but his career ain't going to get any better. He's gone on a complete and utter decline. And for me, it's ridiculous. Why are we going in for Maguire? You know, I like Big Ange, but if Big Ange is the one who wants Maguire, I just don't understand it. And I'm not going to back him on bringing Maguire in. I will with most players, but not Maguire. Because I've seen this guy for 3 years. I've seen the amount of ridiculous and stupid and brain-dead mistakes this absolute 50p slabhead has made for Manchester United. And why would you go in for that? Why would you see that as attractive? Plus, Maguire and Dyer. Maguire and Dyer as a centre-back partnership. Dumb and Dumber, like, I don't understand that. I really don't understand the logic behind this transfer. Maguire, in the words of Simon Cowell, it's a complete and utter no from me. I do not want him in. I do not want Harry Maguire in. I will not back Ange like I would with most. And look, I will back Ange. But I don't get, even if Conte wanted Maguire, if we brought in Zidane or like Sir Alex Ferguson and he wanted Maguire, you'd still question that person's IQ and football thing. Because why would you want Maguire? If it's Levy, I understand it. But plus, look at the high line that Ange plays. And we've seen how slow Maguire is. A completely defensive team, maybe Maguire's not too bad. But with Ange's high line and pressing football, Maguire's just going to get spun by everyone who's got a bit of pace. So for me, complete and utter no to Maguire. Madison, I'd take him, but I am sceptical because of the reasons I mentioned. Look, I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on those two players. Thank you for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. All the best. God bless. Have a smashing rest of your day. Champions League final tonight. It's almost depressing to look at the fact that 4 years ago, we were loving it. You know, Spurs in Madrid, Champions League final, so optimistic. 4 years later, we're watching the Champions League final, nowhere near it. Nowhere near it with no European football. 4 years ago, UCL final. 4 years later, no European football. It goes to show the downward trajectory these clubs gone on. But hopefully, I emphasise hopefully because it probably won't happen, but Levy and Nick can actually care a little bit about the club, can bring in some decent players, back Ange Postecoglou with the players that he wants, and hopefully next season, look, I don't demand any trophies or anything next season based on the open heart surgery this club needs, but I just want to enjoy Spurs. I want to enjoy Spurs, and I'm sure hopefully Ange can bring that. So look, take care of yourselves, all the best, God bless. I'll be back on the channel with all your latest Tottenham Hotspur transfer news throughout the summer. As always and forever, come on you Spurs.